This program is rated PG. It contains themes and scenes which may not be suitable for very young audiences. Parental guidance is advised.
Be advised that the views and opinions of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
You are what you watch. Hello, my name is Harry Tumbuatco. Welcome to our program. Every week when we come out, especially in this program, I seem to have a message. I make it my advocacy to try and help you, the viewer, to understand, if not criticize, the issues. Not because I feel I need to complain, but simply because there is a need to complain. Now, the title for this show is Saan ka ba papunta? Now, I need not challenge you who I'm addressing this to. It will be made obvious. We have issues, be it with the DOTC, be it whatever agency it seems in the cabinet. There are very big issues when it comes to the cabinet and the way the government is run. What I don't understand is Malacanang by itself seems to praise itself. Now, I understand and I realize perception is reality and perception is truth. But the problem is, it is not just real, it's real, especially when you go down to the public and the massa. It is not because we have a 7.2 GDP that they are happy and walking about. They are alarmed simply because they are growing. Now, there are a lot of issues that are hitting the headlines. Marami po sa atin, parang hirap na hirap intindihin itong BBL. Ang tawag ko dyan, bulaga. Ang tawag ko po dyan, babala. Ang BBL po, yung Bangsamoro Basic Law. Ewan ko, hindi ko maintindihan. Akala natin, sinabi ni Pinoy sa atin na tayo po ang boss. Pero ito na nga eh. Sabihin mo sa akin ng dyaryo na yung kolumnista hindi nagre-reklamo dyan sa BBL. And yet, suffice to say, what happened in the last 8-9 months, after all the deliberations, somehow, somewhat, someone in Congress seems to have the magic wand, and obviously it's the House of Representatives, the Speaker Belmonte. It seems what he says goes. Obviously, he's being told by a higher power, and that is why we have what we call the chairman's draft, and everybody follows, including Rufus Rodriguez. Now, they too are helping sell the country and to cede it to Malaysia. Now, we will discuss these issues, but on the third segment, we will discuss another issue which is difficult to sort of understand. It's called the China intrusion. Now, as our guest, you already know Johnny Chang, who represents Huawehph PH, but he was a candidate in Quezon City, and he is not going to let go. He's with us. He's highly critical, so let me warn you in advance. We also have Estrella Peralta, who is the founding chair of the anti-trapo movement in the Philippines. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Buti naman narito. Umpisa natin kay Mr. Peralta. Ngayon lang natin na nag-guest siya. Mr. Peralta, itong advokasya mo, when did you start it, or before this, may iba pang advokasya, like you said before the show?
Actually, I used to be a student activist during the Marcos days.
Buti hindi ka nahuli, napreso.
Nahuli rin ako.
Nahuli ka rin.
Ang problema kasi ngayon ng mga estudyante hindi na masyado aktibo sa tinatawag nating advocacy. Kaya sometime 2006, I asked my wife and my only child to permit me to go back to the streets. And from then on, I was in the streets and in all over the Philippines, in several forums, relentlessly without resting for a day. Kaya nandirito po ako ngayon
Yung
para...
Cory time, nasa kalye pa rin
Opo,
kayo.
nasa kalye na po
Antay
ako.
kay Cory. Yung kay Estrada,
Nasa kalye na
nasa
rin po.
kalye ka rin. Yung dumating kay Ramos, kalye rin po kayo, hindi na. Bumitaw kayo doon. Bumitaw kayo. Kay GMA,
Noong 2006, thereafter.
lumabang ka na kay GMA.
Lumabang na.
Ba't di ka naman makakontento sa mga presidente? Baka ang problema kayo po.
Alam
I'm
mo,
sorry, that was a trick question, literally.
Should I answer
Yes,
it now?
please.
Actually, ang contentment kasi during pag naging presidente na sila eh. Makikita mo na kung ano ang tama at anong mali ang ginagawa nila eh. Katulad dito kay Pinoy, nung una, sabi nila, tuwid na daan. Maraming bumilib sa kanya. Very popular siya. Pero at the end of his regime, nakikita mo dumandil na. Because maraming mali na nangyari sa ating bansa. Kaya kami, during our practice of our advocacy in the streets, lagi namin sinasabi, system change, malapit na nga namin sabihin, regime change eh. Pero siyempre, system change muna tayo.
Umpisahan na natin mga issues natin. Top of the line, Johnny, BBL. Ano ba nangyayari? Si Rufus Rodriguez, una-una, kanina umaga lang, naririnig ko siya sa ANC. Sinasabi niya, tama daw ginawa niya. Pinakinggan niya lahat ng sinasabi. Alam mo, ang tawag dito, the double speaker. It's amazing how people can lie with a straight face and then make it appear as truth on TV when they're lying non-stop.
Alam mo, kaibigan ko si Rufus eh. From Cagayan de Oro. Yung may common friend kami, Toto Chu, kumpare ko. BBL, matagal na namin sinasabi. You remember last year, pumunta kami rito, we said no to sub-state.
Yes.
Even all our texts, no to sub-state. Sinabi namin kung ano mangyayari. Yung namatay, yung pinatay ang mga sub-state. Doon lumala. At nakita natin, tunay ng intention ng MILF. Divine Providence yan. Di biro yan. Kaya nga sinasabi
Parang nga providential lumalabas, ano? Sino na makakaplano nun eh?
Isipin mo, the mere fact you use the word Bangsamoro. Bansa ng Moro.
Bangsa ng
If you go to the doctrine of MILF, nakasulat yan. They consider themselves, they are not Filipino citizen.
Moro country sila.
So makikita mo, ano man direksyon pinupundahan. Ang nakakalungkot, in front of everybody, sinabi ni Iqbal, revolutionaryo siya.
Correct.
Ang revolutionaryo, di pumapatay sa bihag, ginagamot. That is a basic doctrine. Ang tawag sa nga, terorista, extremist siya. Huwag niyang bubulahin kami, hindi mo pwedeng bulahin. Nakakalungkot, kaharap ng mga sundalo, kaharap mga general, binobola nila lahat.
Nawala na yung mamasapano, no? Yung ideals, yung sentiments, yung lungkot ng tao, yung galit ng taong bayan sa manangyari dito sa SAF.
Actually, hindi nawawala ito eh.
Ano nangyari? Bakit kaya pumapasa sa Kongreso? O sila lang yan?
Sila
Ang
lang
kalaban
yan.
natin ngayon yung Kongreso.
Oo, sila lang yan. Pero kami, because of Mama Sapano incident, we form a group and we called it Recent 44 People's Patriotic Movement. Kasama namin dito ang ibang relatives ng SAP 44. At tunay pa rin, nakikipaglaban kami, lalong-lalo na dito sa BBL. Sila ay anti-BBL, kaya sabi namin, kami ay maglulunsad ng iba't ibang mga pagkilos para kontrahin nga itong...
Anong relationship ng BBL? Let's make it clear. Relationship, BBL, Mama Sapano. What is the direct relationship? MILF?
MILF.
Simple lang yun.
Hindi lang may kasama yon. Sino nasa likod ng MILF? Malaysia, US, British. They're going to get all the natural resources of Mindanao. Di ba? Yun ang direction eh. Kitang-kita mo. Kaya nga yung minerals, they just pay 2% royalty. Sino in charge? Ang nakakatakot yan sa BBL, kung nagibigin ng kipag-usap ng MILF sa Malaysia na, o pamigay mo ng Sabah, anong gagawin natin?
Well, there is already that move right now. It's called the Bangsamoro Republic, which is already a problem.
Yes.
So, that is the creeping invasion that's already happening right now as it goes on. So, we have a real issue here. Now, the problem is, what do we do about it? Sino bang may galit? Tayo lang bang tatlo dito? Tayo lang ba yung mga nagsusulat sa lahat ng dyaryo? Kasi lahat ng mga columnista, binabanatan, naggalit eh. Sino ba ang pro-BBL? Yun ang hindi ko maintindihan. Si Noynoy lang, kabinete niya. Si Belmonte,
Kongreso.
Kongres. Bakit sila lang? Pero baka naman tayo nagkakamali. Baka naman yung sentimiento ng bayan, ng taong bayan, nasa BBL, hindi kaya? Kasi ako nababasa sa Facebook, hindi.
It's a perception.
Anti, di ba? Anti-BBL.
Anti-BBL.
It's a perception created by them na lumalabas, Muslim, every Muslim want BBL.
But Muslim is only 5% of the whole population, of 95% Christians and Catholics.
But the problem is, MILF and MNLF is different. The MI is, let's say, right now, they are controlling the whole country. Hostage tayo. Less than 10,000 armed component.
Less than 10 na nga.
Also lumalabas, the minority is controlling majority. Is a perception being created. Nagbung lahat ng Muslim, gusto ng BBL, pero ang pag-isipan natin, meron na naman tayo ARRM. You just adapt it, improve mo naman na lang. Di ba? So ano pang gusto mo?
Why is it, how is it, this government, together with Congress, are so pro-BBL and so pro-Muslim, when to begin with, they are just a minority?
May utos yan.
Yun.
May utos yan. It's either, ang utos manggagaling sa Malaysia, Amerikano, British.
Bakit nila nautusan itong gobyerno? Ibig sabihin may nababayaran.
Hindi lang may nababayaran, may nauuto.
May nanguuto.
Do you give part of your country to another group? You don't
Never,
do it.
of course.
You never.
So why is this government giving it away?
Well, you don't ask me because I don't understand them anymore. Di ba?
Kaya nga, saan
That's
tayo
a,
papunta?
you know, that's a
Sige.
problem of trapo politics. Money and politics goes hand in hand.
So,
So, ang trapo politics, they don't use intelligence for the protection of the country and the people. They use their intelligence for the protection of their pockets.
So, kung pera-pera lang, kaya naman nila, tignan mo naman yung mga mayayaman na dyan, mayaman na talaga. Kumita na yan kay Corona. Kumita na yan sa RH bill. Kailangan pa ba kumita sa BBL?
Alam mo,
Malakas silang gumastos eh.
Malakas pa gumastos.
malakas silang
Insatiable
gumastos.
appetite.
Kailangan nila dire-diretsong kita. Kasi dito sa ating bansa, pag wala kang pera, hindi ka mananalo.
Pero hindi
sa
ba
eleksyon.
sila natatakot na pagdating sa halalan, babanatan sila ng taong bayan?
pero ang problema, Hari, itong halalan, nakakatakot din eh.
Sa bagay,
Di-
ako
y-
nadaya na ako dyan eh. Ayoko na eh.
Ako may dokumento pa nga.
Oo, alam
Lumabas
ko.
sa Channel 5. Di ba?
alam ko.
Biglang nawala yung boto. Pero itong sinasabi ko, ito ay these are only one country. Ito yung panawagan sa lahat ng Pilipino. Are we giving, i-balkanize mo buong Mindanao?
Parang gano'n nga mangyayari.
It could. Pwede mag-trigger off ng civil war sa Mindanao. May mga Kristiyano, alam namin, hindi papayag. Di ba? May mga tao hindi na pumapayag. Look, may ARRM. As of now, they have a budget of 24 billion. Pag pumasok ng MI, bibigay 70 billion based ang sinabi ni Congressman Celso Lobregat.
Correct.
Di ba? 70 billion. Look, meron tayong armas, palpak. Di ba?
Di pumuputok.
Di pumuputok. Utos ng Amerikano magbenta sa atin kasi sila may control sa lahat ng purchases ng armament.
Ganun pasok ng Amerikano?
Yan. Silang nag-utos kung ano bibili mong armas sa kabala under the RP-US Mutual Agreement. May kasunod yan. MI, naka-barret. High-powered, naka-RPG. Tapos bibigyan mo 70 billion.
Mas tatapang lang yung armas nila.
Kung ngayon di pa lumalaban, takot na tayo eh. Paano naman yung next generation? Di ba? Alam mo, totoo lang, this is something for everybody to understand. Last Saturday, nakaroon meeting. Mga former activists, kasama namin si Bono Adasa, si Nilo ang dami namin kasama. Tumayo iba, nagsabi, nakapag-say ngayon, why did we overthrow Marcos?
Let's get into that. Now we're going to have to take a short break. It is interesting to know that it will take a Marcos now to have to stop an Aquino. How the world goes around, how it goes up and down. The problem is, tayo po ang taong bayan ang nagiging collateral damage. Na okay sana kung mag-away-away sila mga politiko, masana itong mga oligarkiya. Who cares if they shoot each other? Because we don't care about what we call collateral damage when it comes to their families. But we do care when we do get hit, when our economy gets hit, when our income gets hit, and worst of all, when the poor keep growing. We'll be right back. Stay with us.